Well, hello there, chums. It is I, Captain Stephen Exo. And yeah, we're at No Man's Sky. We're up inside the Nexus, or the anomaly, whichever you want to call it. And yeah, we're here to give you some news on said place. So yeah, the tier, the Quicksilver Android, has now unlocked the Nod-in-Head toy, and I have actually got it installed inside of my ship. It's right there. Apparently it gives you a plus 50 to your hyperdrive range, so it'd be better adorned probably one of my Explorers, but there you go. After you've actually built it, you get the blueprints, then you can just install it into any of your ships. It only costs a small amount of carbon, so it's great. Excellent. Anyway, I'll show you a little bit more of an overview of that Nod-in-Head toy, or Bubblehead toy, or figurine, whatever you want to call it. And also, we've got crossplay, and it's been confirmed now, chums. So let me bring up the news that's out there at the moment in the verse. Executamundo! Okay, yeah, so the other day when I was flying into the Nexus during my live stream, it came up that the community research milestone has been met. I went over to see Johnny 5 and I unlocked and picked up the new Bubblehead, also known as the Atlas figurine. So yeah, I always thought they were just called Bubbleheads. Nope, they're called figurines, which is bizarre. I've never heard anyone call it a figurine other than Thunder the other day on one of his thumbnails. So yeah, thumbs up to Thunder, and I'll put a link at the top there to his coverage of the Atlas Bubblehead. But yeah, this is all pre-recorded, and I had to download this from YouTube, so sorry about the quality there. But yeah, I installed it inside my ship, and you can see here it just costs a little bit of carbon to actually install it after you got the blueprint, so you can stick it in as many ships as you want. Only 10 carbon, so it's pretty, I would say they're fairly worth it really, and it gives you a slight boost to your stats. It's nothing major, but if we do get a new enemy, those little points, they all add up. And look at it bubble. I quite like that one. It almost hovers. It's almost like one of those magnetic anti-gravity sort of bubbly type head things. I really hope that one day Hello Games decide to release actual physical merch. That'd be freaking ace. The next bit of news is awesome. So crossplay that everybody was speculating in the game files. I mean, it was pretty much given. I mean, I wouldn't even say it was speculation. It was pretty much on the money that we were going to get crossplay. But we thought it might be just PC working with Xbox for some time as a beta sort of phase. We didn't think PS4 would be getting it so soon, but apparently that's dropping tomorrow on the 11th. So yeah, I'm just in with this by just by a lamb's tail. I mean, I've only just got in. But anyway, here we are. We're covering off anyhow, and I like it how Sean just questions there. Who are you going to be playing with in the verse? Oh my days, the list is huge. But yeah, there's some other nice little things here that they've done too. So they have tweaked a few other things if you want to read through this. I love the invite to group option just from actually bumping into a traveller, and they have made it a lot easier to see different players' names above their heads, because that can be really fiddly at the moment. There's a few other things that stood out in this sort of list to me, like the fact that they've fixed rainbows now for all platforms. Now I'm on an antique PlayStation 4. I may as well call it the brick model or something. But you can give out like we can see rainbows now. We can see freaking rainbows, which is awesome, which is great. And you've got a friends code now that you can give out, and hopefully just join up with people. I have no idea how it's going to work, but I can imagine. I've got a rough idea, and I will be trying to put together a video once I've actually worked it out. But it might take me a couple of days, because at the moment the normal multiplayer seems to fox me, and I'm liking these new enhancements to VR, which is really cool, being able to see your full arm now, because before you could just see your hand, and you can see your whole exosuit. But look at that guy walking over. I don't know whether he's an NPC or whether he's another player, because he hasn't got a player marker above his head, and they've made them more visible apparently. But he goes over to the interface console, and I don't think I've ever seen an NPC walk over to one of those before, and I swear the screen flickers. So I don't know whether that means something. It could be nothing, but who knows. Maybe they actually walk down into the actual trading post now, which would add a little bit of extra immersion. Okay, chums, so Sean's question was, who are you going to play with out there in the verse? Well, there's a heck of a lot of chums out there that are on different platforms that wanted to come to the NMSA hub and see the bases that are already there, but because they're on PS4 they couldn't. No, but now they can, which is freaking ace, or at least I hope they can. I hope it's that simple. We need to see it implemented to know for sure, but we're definitely getting it, so that's all confirmed, which is pretty gnarly. Now, there have been other leaks and rumours that came from the same sort of places that started hinting that we was going to get crossplays, and those sort of hints and rumours also suggested that we was going to get maybe proc gen, new story content, which was also confirmed through Greg Buchanan actually going back there and writing. So a lot of these leaks and a lot of of these rumours that we're hearing are starting to sort of pan out to be fairly true. Now, another rumour that I've been hearing, chums, is a little bit of a dark one. So, yeah, you're going to have to stick with me on this one, because this is severe sort of guesswork. But it's got legs. Look, I'm gonna place out some dots for you, and you can join these dots however which way you want. Okay, this little guy over here, Nada, he's been with us for a long, long time. If I go into camera mode, there he is. He's got this freaking cape. He is the only character in game to have this freaking cape. And it's got the Atlas on there, yet they're trying to seek sanctuary from the Atlas, which is a little odd that he's got the Atlas design on there. You can see ships flying towards the Atlas and some planets in a planetary line going towards it. You know, if he is running from the Atlas or the Sentinels or whatever, you wouldn't have thought he would have adorned his top or his cape with the Atlas, which is a bit of a conflicting message. Or is he trying to get us under a false sense of premise? Is he trying to make us feel more comfortable with what we're up to? I don't know. But out of all the people up inside the Nexus and all the NPCs in game, a lot of these NPCs in game have all got sort of like Greek mythos type names. It's like Apollo, it's like Hesperus and Gemini and Artemis, and they're all Greek names. Even the Atlas is a Greek name. What the fudge are you doing? Yep, okay, so yeah, it's bizarre. He has not got a Greek name. He is the odd one out. He really is. And for a Korvax to be into spirituality as well, again, makes alarm bells ring. And you never did find out whether this guy came before Polo or Polo became before this guy. Who liberated who? Or did they liberate each other? I mean, how did it come about? There's a lot of unanswered questions around there. And then we got the living ships appear as a Quicksilver item from Johnny 5 down there. I mean, I call him Johnny 5. It's the Quicksilver synthesis robot. Now, this robot was actually built by Polo and been brought into life as like a traveller come sort of like compatriot of theirs. And yet the void eggs that he then sold, which gave us living ships, we had to put travellers' souls into those things to bring them into existence. And apparently they were banned technology from the Korvax. So that kind of points the finger at good old Mr. Polo up there. Well, no, it's not Polo. Nada, sorry, the android, the Korvax up there. That, you know, maybe he knew that this was banned technology. Why the heck would he dabble with it? And the living ships look so out of place, and it makes me wonder if we do get a new enemy type, whether they might be something from the same dimension as the living ships, maybe seeking revenge for us bringing them into this iteration, or opening up some sort of boundary that we shouldn't have been playing with. But yeah, it's all speculation, it's all rumour, but I'm just trying to guess, if you like, where some of this lore might go from Greg Buchanan. I mean, he's a creative sort, isn't he? He really is. And I'm going by the lore that's been laid out by the Travellers, the failed boundaries, and some of the stuff that I've seen online. So if you're on Twitter, if you look up Gamenstein in the community, he was the one that was pointing out Nada seems a bit shifty. Yeah, he went into a lot more detail than that. But if you think about it, he could be onto something. I mean, we're running around like fools to get Quicksilver, this currency that only exists in the frickin' Nexus, inside this place that they frickin' built, and they keep giving us trinkets that we really want. And we don't care how we go about it. The living ships is a frickin' prime example of us stuffing our greedy little pockets with frickin' Quicksilver, isn't it? So yeah, there's the dots. I've laid them out. You can join them up however you want. But yeah, now that I've gone and laid out my realm of thoughts and feelings, it'd be nice to hear yours. The comments section is all yours, guys. Knock yourselves out. Please put in your thoughts and feelings in there. Do you think Gamenstein could be onto something? Do you think there's more to it? I'll tell you what, in the video description I'll put a link to the tweet if I can find it. Hopefully I can, but things move so fast on Twitter. Anyway, you guys have been freaking awesome. Thank you for sticking around and listening to me rambling, and I can't wait for this crossplay. I really can't, and I can't wait for the new updates, because Hello Games have hinted that there's more to come this summer, and this summer is only what, 3 months or whatever? That's summer. That's a season of summer done. So hopefully we're going to get to see more in 3 months. I know it. Crossplay and more. Freaking mind blowing. They're freaking champions of Hello Games. Hello Games, this air grab, that's for you. Fantastic. And all you viewers out there in viewerland, you know what? Because you're freaking awesome, you're going to get yourself a nice little dance. There you go. Crossplay is coming. Heck yes for crossplay. Crossplay, crossplay, crossplay. Heck yes. Yeah, so there we go. And there you are. That's for you guys for being freaking champions. Excellent. Right, well, I'll see you next time, I need to wave. Goodbye! Goodbye, 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 goodbye! There are multiple ways to support my channel, Patreon being one of those. Those are all my Patreon backers. Thanking you, Patreon backers, heck yes. And I also have YouTube membership. Now, there are different tiers on Patreon and YouTube membership. Be sure to check both out before making a decision. Or if you prefer merch, head on over to Teespring, grab yourself a gnarly mug or a t-shirt or something else, heck yes. Or hit a like, a subscribe, or that notification bell, or leave a comment. I love reading comments. Or just don't skip the adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Hit one of these tiles on the screen. Stay with Captain Stephen X so that little bit longer. Thanking you.